waiting for Magic Online to start. We've got a pretty good opening hand here. The Phantasmal Bear makes me think that he's on Mono Blue Faeries. Having my Nettle Sentinel dazed was not the best start, but it's not really... I would have rather had that dazed than the actual Quirion Ranger, and I probably should have played the Quirion Ranger before I played the Nettle Sentinel that turn. The nice thing about our targeted removal is that sometimes it does kill things like Phantasmal Bear. And with the Spell Stutter sprite coming out, I'm 100% sure now I'm on a mono blue list, and there's a Spire Golem. I gave Rancor to the Basking Rootwalla because the ability to pump him made him the best threat that I had. And Quirion Ranger is also going to double as a bit of removal here as well. It's going to target the Phantasmal Bear at the cost of 1 land. I don't know if pumping there was the correct play with the Rootwalla. It may have been the best, but it also allowed me to get Ledgewalker out. And I untapped the Young Wolf because I wanted to be able to block the Ninja the Deep Hours and have the Young Wolf come back as a 2/2. My Nettle Sentinels were not long for this world in this game. And there you go. See, even with the amount of flyers that he had, I was able to just rush him out before and take control of the game before he's able to let his Air Force come over and win it for him. The next game is game 2 of that round that we played. I'm pretty sure for sideboarding I brought in the Scattershot Archers, and I may have brought in the Hornet Stings because I noticed a lot of X1s in his main deck. But if not, I'm pretty sure I just brought in the Archers. And Pit Skulk here at this board is really good, essentially the flipping of the Aberration, because there's nothing he has that's going to block it. So for now, the Ninja and the Aberration is flipped. And I don't want him to get a card draw engine online, which is why the Ninja was blocked with the Nettle Sentinel. And I think at this point in the game, I messed up by not casting the Wild Mongrel. I think if I had cast the Wild Mongrel when I had a chance, he wouldn't have been able to Ninja out this Ninja the Deep Hours to get me for Exacties. And game 3 of this match sees me on the play. I'm pretty happy with this hand. I get to run a 2/2 out on turn 1 without fear of counter magic, and I get to put a Rancor on him, which for some reason I didn't do. I think it was because I was scared of Daze for some reason, but against this deck, I think it's better to just go ahead and run things out and not let them stockpile so much counter magic. And again, I don't play the Rancor. I don't know why I'm slow rolling it so much. I probably could have afforded to let the Ranger die. I think my pump spells would have been better spent on actual threats instead of just the Ranger. To get 2 Piracy Charms out of him, though, is not the worst thing that's ever happened. And again, I don't cast the Rancor. I've had plenty of chances to cast it, and I'd run it out now. Alright. I maybe should have blocked the Sage there. I mean, he obviously has 2 flyers to get Ninja the Deep Hours into play. But the Sage is not something that I want him to recast. I don't want him to look at his next 4 cards and get better stuff. I'm pretty sure that I've played this game pretty poorly. Just keep attacking. I don't know why I played the land when I played it. I should have saved it for the landfall and the groundswell when I was trying to win. I do, however, like the cast ground spell, untap my Nettle Sentinel, block your ninja play. That just happened. I thought that was, well, not really clever, but it was just a nice use of the mana that I had. And I'm going to make these next 2 creatures while he's at 1 life. And just attack with everybody. And that is the match against Shimano Blue Aggro, or Faeries, or whatever it wants to be called now. The match, I felt, was pretty okay if you can force through enough early threats. I was able to do that, and the threats that I had, plus the pump spells that I had, made things work out in my favor. However, this matchup is one that makes me wary. I held back a lot of the spells for absolutely no reason, and because of my fear of getting blown out by bounce or a daze or stuff that I'm not normally used to playing against, mainly because daze hasn't been standard legal in a decade, and it's not legal in modern, that I have a little bit of adjustment to do as I'm playing the Pauper format. So let's go on to our next match.